Good morning. It is October 31st at about 6:20 in the morning. Tuesday. My name is Larry Cedar. I'm back with you for another session on scanning. Scanning spelled Sqanning, completely made up word. It's scanning, like scanning the body, but with a Q, just to make it a little different. Scanning is the incremental release of muscular tension to achieve a deep state of physical, emotional calm. Going from this, squeeze your hands together, to this. Basically moving ourselves from a state of contraction into a state of expansion. Any amount of expansion moves you away from contraction. You can't do both at the same time, so we're going to take this half hour to expand and bring ourselves into balance. That's all I'm going to say about it today. This is going to be a special, you might say, edition of scanning, special session, because I'm going to try to keep the words to a minimum and just do the practice. If you need further explanation, you can go to the scanning page, Sqanning, on Facebook, and you'll see previous sessions where I go into more depth describing the foundations of the technique. Or you can go on the YouTube channel, Sqanning, and you will see the same. But today, we're just going to expand, release muscular tension, and begin with what I call the preliminary phase, which is a warm-up of sorts, which is simply deep breaths followed by stillness and silence. We're going to start with 3 deep breaths, followed by 15 seconds of absolute stillness and silence, and then we'll take it from there. 3 deep breaths, 15 seconds, absolute stillness and silence. Here we go. 15 seconds, don't move a muscle, but continue to breathe. Deep breath. So we have begun. However infinitesimal the change, you have begun to expand. Take a note of how it feels and move on to the next step in this preliminary phase. We will expand even further. 5 deep breaths, followed by 30 seconds of absolute stillness and silence. 5 deep breaths, 30 seconds, absolute stillness and silence. Here we go. Deepest yet. 30 seconds, absolute stillness and silence. Don't move a muscle, but continue to breathe. Deep breath. And take a moment just to register what, if any, changes you are experiencing. Taking a moment in and of itself is expansive. You stopped doing. So even to sit in stillness and silence for a moment is to expand. Let's take it even further. We're now going to do 7 deep breaths, followed by a full minute, 60 seconds of absolute stillness and silence, expanding even further. 7 deep breaths. Here we go. 60 seconds, absolute stillness, silence. Don't move a muscle, but continue to breathe. Deep breath. That concludes the preliminary phase of the session. We now go into what I call the nuts and bolts, which is the actual incremental release of muscular tension. Squeeze your hands together, tight. On my count, let go of all the tension. Let your hands drop to your side. 3, 2, 1, and release. Contraction, expansion. Incremental release of muscular tension is an expansion. We're moving ourselves from a contracted into an expanded state. The incremental release of muscular tension induces that state of expansion in your body. We're scanning the body, looking for pockets of muscular tension which we can release. And through practice, we get better and better at releasing this muscular tension until you brought yourself into a fully expanded state where you are calm, relaxed, clear, open, happy. So we start with zone 1, the face. On my count, release all the tension you can in your face. If it helps to look in the mirror and see the change, do that. 3, 2, 1, and release. You've done it. You've scanned. That sense of release is scanning. The face, 3, 2, 1, and release. I'm going to move quickly through these zones. These sessions are instructional by nature, just to remind you how the technique works. We're going to move through these 8 different zones, and then we're going to cycle through them again and then again. Each time we cycle through, we become that much more relaxed, released, expanded. We've moved the dial that much further towards expansion and thereby found a way to center or balance ourselves. We tend to be over-contracted. We're moving ourselves towards expansion. The face, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 2, the top of the head. On my count, release whatever muscular tension you feel that you can from the muscles in the top of your head. 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, the top of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. Going from this to this, from this to this, from this to this, from this to this. That shift, that change is scanning. That's what you're searching to experience. That's what you're going to begin to study how it feels so that you can do it more readily. Through practice, you will get better and better at it. Zone 3, the back of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, the back of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 4, the neck, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 4, the neck, 3, 2, 1, and release. When you're practicing on your own, take as much time as you like with every zone. Customize this process to your own body, your own experience. I'm moving through these zones quickly for instructional sake for the half hour. But when you're on your own, take as much time as you feel you need to study that experience and to get better and better at it. Zone 5 is the shoulders. Let them drop. 3, 2, 1, and release. The shoulders, 3, 2, 1, and release. Repeating the first 5 zones. The face, 3, 2, 1, and release. The top of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. The back of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. The neck, 3, 2, 1, and release. And the shoulders, 3, 2, 1, let them drop, and if you find yourself slouching in your chair, letting go of muscular tension, that's good. You're turning off the power to your muscles, which, whether you are conscious of it or not, are in a held, contracted state through habit, through fear, through self-defense, through trying to make ourselves comfortable in the world. You're beginning to release all that tension. If you start to feel slouchy or loose, that's a good sign that you have begun to expand. Zone 6, the chest, stomach, front of the waist, 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, zone 6, chest, stomach, front of the waist, 3, 2, 1, and release. It's as if someone was holding on to, you were holding on to someone's hand, and they said, let me go, and you said, no, well, all right. And you let them go. You're letting go. Zone 7, the back, down the back of the waist into the pelvis, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let the tension go. The pelvis, the muscular tension, just release it. The most incremental amount, the most infinitesimal amount of shift from this to this is a success. The pelvis, 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, the pelvis, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 8, the final zone, down the legs, across the knees, and into the feet. Focus on your feet. Focus on whatever tension, whatever holding experience you're having in your feet. And on my count, let that tension go. the slightest amount. 3, 2, 1, and let them go. Release. The feet, 3, 2, 1, and release. So those are the 8 zones. We're going to start again. It's what I call cycling through. You can repeat this cycle 1, 5, 10, 20 times. Each time you pass through this cycle, you will become that much more released until the body begins to accept this more expanded state and completely lets go. And you will know it when you feel it, because you will feel very still, very calm, very silent, very clear. The mind, like a muscle, holds on to tension, but in the case of the mind, it is holding on to thoughts, ideas, worries, concerns. As you relax your body, your mind will also relax like a muscle and let go of those thoughts. They will float away, and you will be left in a state of clarity, calm. So here we go again. The face, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 2, the top of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. 3, the back of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 4, the neck, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 5, the shoulders, let them drop, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 6, chest, stomach, front of the waist, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a deep breath. Deep breaths are expansive by nature. As you begin to release and expand, you'll have more of an impulse to breathe as your body opens up. Zone 7, down the back, past the waist and into the pelvis. 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, the pelvis. 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 8, down the legs, across the knees and into the feet. 3, 2, 1, and release. Focus your energy to the feet and make the decision to release whatever clenching or holding you're feeling in those muscles. 3, 2, 1, let them go and release. Again, the feet. 3, 2, 1, and release. And take a moment to note how you feel differently, in what ways you may feel differently as you've moved yourself into a slightly expanded state. The degree to which you feel successful is almost irrelevant. If you feel successful at all, if you feel any change, you have succeeded. You will get better and better at this. You'll spend more time expanding. You'll find on some days you'll get to a place where you feel completely expanded, and you will feel completely relaxed and clear and calm and still. That's going to feel very good. You're going to want to come back to that. That will motivate you to practice more. But there will be some days where you feel more expanded and some days where you feel less. It doesn't matter. There's no success or failure with scanning. There's only the process. So we're going to do this again. We've got some time. We're going to cycle through again. And this is what you'll do on your own, either lying down or sitting. You just move through these zones. Be patient. It can be frustrating. You're coming up against your own resistance, your body's own unwillingness to let go out of self-defense, out of fear, out of habit. Keep knocking at that door gently until it swings open and you can pass through. Zone 1, the face. 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 2, the top of the head. 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 3, the back of the head. 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 4, the neck. 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 5, the shoulders, let them drop. 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 6, the chest, stomach, front of the waist. 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 7, down the back, past the back of the waist and into the pelvic region. 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Release. Again, the pelvis. 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 8, down the legs, across the knees and into the feet. 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, the feet. 3, 2, 1, release. If the concept of releasing muscular tension feels unfamiliar, if it feels like unattainable, I don't know how to do that, simply squeeze your hands together. That's contraction. 3, 2, 1, release. That's the sensation you're looking for throughout your entire body. You're like this, you're contracted, and you have the power to make the decision to release that muscular tension. 3, 2, 1, and release. You did it there, you can do it everywhere. You're more familiar with squeezing your hands together, with using your face and letting that go. You're less familiar with the control of these other areas of your body, which is why it's important that you practice, because you will get better and better and better at it. But the important thing is to remember that any amount of expansion moves you away from contraction. So even the first day you practice, if you can release any muscular tension, you have succeeded. And you will get better and better at it. We're going to do it again. The face, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now by now, it should start to feel more familiar. You should feel more ability to let go of the muscles in these different zones. It's a softening of sort. You're starting to break down your body's tension, your body's own resistance. You started to wear it down to the point where it's saying, okay, already, I'll let go, enough, and it will start to relent. Once the body is on board with you and is no longer fighting you or resisting, it will go with you because it will experience how good it feels to expand. The face, 3, 2, 1, and release. The top of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. The back of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. The neck, 3, 2, 1, and release. The shoulders, 3, 2, 1, and let them go. Zone 6, chest, stomach, front of the waist, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 8, down the back, past the waist, and into the pelvis. 3, 2, 1, and we naturally hold in the pelvic region a lot. It's an area we wish to maintain control for obvious reasons. It's the area of sexuality and waste elimination, both areas of great sensitivity, potential embarrassment. And so we do tend to hold that area. But if you're sitting in a chair and you're not going anywhere, there's no risk. See what you can do about letting go of the tension you hold in that area, the pelvis. 3, 2, 1, and release. Finally, zone 8, down the legs, across the knees and into the feet. 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, the face, 3, 2, 1, and release. Top of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. Back of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. You don't have to count, you don't have to snap. This is just a way of identifying the count is the focus. The snap is the turning off of the power to those muscles. It takes energy to hold muscles in place. It takes no energy to let them go. So as you turn off the power to those muscles, they will slacken. In your deepest state of expansion or relaxation, your muscles are exerting no energy. They're simply existing. To be expanded is to be in a simple state of existence. You're not doing anything. It's the opposite of contraction, which is doing, activity, trying, pulling forces, materials, words, ideas, atoms, cells, molecules together to advance an agenda. We're doing the opposite. We're letting go. We're, in a sense, incapacitating ourselves, turning off all the power to this body which you use to accomplish things, to achieve things, turning off the mind which you use to solve problems. We're going to a place of nothingness, zero, neutral, empty, clear. It requires no energy. That's why it's so rejuvenating. The shoulders, let them drop, 3, 2, 1, and release. Chest, stomach, front of the waist, 3, 2, 1, and release. Down the back and into the pelvis, 3, 2, 1, and release. Deep breath. Zone 8, down the legs, across the knees and into the feet, 3, 2, 1, and release. Sit for a moment and register what, if any, changes you're experiencing. If you experience nothing but resistance and frustration, that is you. That is the man behind your curtain that controls all the dials and turns all the wheels. And that man behind the curtain doesn't want to stop turning all the dials, turning all the wheels, pulling all the levers. He wants to keep doing that. As a matter of habit, that's what you're most familiar with. Doing, trying. The sense is sometimes that if I stop trying, if I stop doing, I will become a failure. I will become vulnerable. Your instincts tell you to keep doing, to keep trying. So if you feel a lot of resistance, you've identified your inner self. That resistance is your inner self. It's the motor that pushes you through the day. Even if you don't feel like you're able to release that contraction, to expand, to let go of that contracted process, if even at the end of the session the voices, the muscular tension is still going strong, you will have at least identified that part of you that needs to be worked on. So celebrate that. The next time you'll get a little further. Next time a little further. It still takes me anywhere from a half an hour to an hour to completely let go of all my inner tension, all my inner contractions. And I've been doing this for years. So be patient, begin the process, and know that any amount of expansion is of value. You're re-educating yourself. You're re-educating yourself to understand that expansion has as much value as contraction, so that you are not overly contracted in your life. You have balance. Both are essential. Equal amounts of both bring you into center or balance, which is what you want. We're going to go through it again. The face, 3, 2, 1, and release. It should feel easier. Each pass, it should feel that much more comfortable letting go as you begin to experience the deeper sensation of release. Zone 2, the top of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 3, the back of the head, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 4, the neck, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 5, the shoulders, let them drop, 3, 2, 1, and release. Zone 6, chest, stomach, front of the waist, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a deep breath. Zone 7, down the back, past the back of the waist and into the pelvis. 3, 2, 1, unclench. 3, 2, 1, release. Again, the pelvis. 3, 2, 1, release. Again, 3, 2, 1, and release. And the final zone, down the legs, across the knees, and into the feet. Focus on the feet, and on my count, let go of however small amount of muscular tension you can release. 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, the feet. 3, 2, 1, and one more time, the feet. 3, 2, 1, and release. Deep breath. Expansion is simple. At its most basic, it is stillness. It is stopping contraction by doing nothing. If you take nothing away from these sessions, understand that taking a moment to sit in stillness and silence is expansive, and begin to remind yourself to do that 1, 2, 3 times a day. We understand this instinctively. Instinctively. We know this. We know we need to expand. All the tools to expand are within us. Sometimes we don't feel that. We don't experience those tools. We don't understand that we have them. And we feel like we have to reach to outside processes to expand. Alcohol, drugs, going to a masseuse. Not all are harmful. Swimming, dancing, all the many hobbies you have are forms of expansion because they take you out of your traditional contractive self. Sqanning is a simple tool that I've discovered. I didn't invent, I just discovered that I had within me to expand. It takes no energy, it takes no money, it takes very little time. It is designed for simplicity and can be done anywhere, anytime. At its most basic, it is taking a breath, it is sitting in stillness and silence, it is the incremental release of muscular tension. That's scanning. But it does take practice. And it can be frustrating because we're up against our own contractive self, which wants to keep contracting, doing, thinking. So the choice is yours. I have to make that choice every day when I practice. I never want to scan. I never want to let go of what I'm doing. But I've learned that if I do that, I will bring myself into balance and I can have a calmer, clearer, more comfortable, happier existence. That when I'm feeling bad, I have a tool that can make me feel better and perhaps even good. So that's all scanning is. The incremental release of muscular tension to achieve a deep state of physical, emotional, and mental calm. Other sessions I've done go more into the foundations of this technique. There's a book I read about it which kind of explains the foundations, called The Lazy Man's Guide to Enlightenment by Thaddeus Golas, Golas. As a final parting word, I would just say that I recommend you practice. Create the habit of scanning. Make it a part of your day. And see what it does for you. I will repost this on my Facebook page for a few hours, but I will permanently post it on the Sqanning Facebook page, Sqanning, and also on the YouTube Sqanning Facebook page. Again, Sqanning. Do a search in Facebook or YouTube and you will find those pages. Every session is basically the same. I'm trying to speak less with every session because speaking words are a contraction. Ultimately, each session will just simply consist of deep breaths, stillness, silence, incremental muscular release. We'll get there. Thanks. Have yourself a great day. Bye.